Hi guys. So again, ano lang natin, no? Recap lang natin yung topic natin kanina. So pagka meron kayong ano guys, sasakyan, either diesel or gasoline engine, or most likely especially diesel talaga, either bus engine or uh, car. So normally merong kayong makikita sa mga diesel engine na magsasabi doon sa dashboard na low fuel pressure, low fuel pressure. So pagka sinasabi ng dashboard na low fuel pressure, alam niyo na kung sino ang responsible or anong sensor ang responsible niyan. So ang responsible niyan for having a low fuel sensor, low fuel on the dashboard is ito. Ito kanyang fuel regulator. Fuel regulator, ito kasi yung nagre-regulate ng pressure, no? Dito sa loob ng kanyang fuel rails. So kung itong fuel regulator is bad, then it will appear on the dashboard like low fuel pressure. So pagka mga ganyan guys, palitan nyo na. You have to change the fuel pressure regulator. Like some of the models, it depends on what make and model of the engine. Some fuel regulator is not like installed on the fuel rail. Some also are away from the fuel rail, no? Like millimeter away from the fuel rail. So but this one here, we have here the fuel regulator that is in the fuel rail itself. Like again, some of the models cannot be found on the fuel regulator cannot be found on the fuel rail. Some of the engine model cannot be found, but if the engine or the dashboard saying that it has the low fuel pressure, that means there is something wrong with the fuel regulator. There might be like water that is on it, and once it is water inside, mixed water, then it will be like kind of rusty. So that's why getting messed up also, and it's always saying low fuel pressure. So again, pagka you have the signs, once you plug in the diagnostics and it says low fuel pressure, this is the guy here that you have to be changing, the fuel regulator. So this is the type of the engine guys that has modern engines has this fuel rail like a common rail. The system, because the system they changed into a newer model has this fuel rail, because during the old version of the engine that has no fuel rail, it has like, it's very slow moving, because the fuel pump has to drive, it has to work hard to keep supply, pressurize the fuel into the system. But if not pressurized, then the engine performance will be affected, no? Some you can feel like the engine is not like moving faster. It's some kind of delay when there is a slow RPM. When there is no slow RPM, there is slow, RPM is very slow, then the fuel is also slow and pushing pressure, no? So the good thing, the engineering is a good thing. Engineering is a masterpiece. It's a good thing that they have this fuel rail. So once na mag push na yung fuel pump, dito na siya mag-i-intact dito. I-pressurize na niya itong fuel pump, fuel rail, and then then it will also, like, once na ma-establish na yung kanyang firing order dictated by the ECU, then kada buga meron kaagad papasok na fuel, no? Like palaging naka-push ang pressure, like fully loaded. And ito din yung kanyang fuel pressure here. If the fuel pressure determine that it has a low fuel here, then it will signal to the ECU, and then ECU will command the fuel pump to pump more fuel and then pressurize, and then this guy here will regulate also the fuel pressure and deliver to the system. Okay, here, this is the controller actually. Okay, so if this fuel regulator is not working, then there is trouble. It will indicate low fuel on the dashboard. So again, every time change this. Change if you have fuel low fuel on the dashboard. So that is the job of the fuel regulator. So this is the fuel rails, guys. Again, this is the fuel rails that are designed on the latest version of the model engines. So this one here, this is like this is the return pipe. See this here? See this pipe here on the top of the fuel injectors. This one goes here like that. So once the system here connected like that, so i-connect natin. Mahirap yung isang kamay lang, but we will try to connect this thing here. This is the union nut, guys. Union nut. Okay, ganyan lang. We don't tight it very much. So once the fuel rail is pressurized, it will deliver fuel here into the fuel injector, and once it is pressurized, it will open the valve here, the needle inside open up, and then the excess fuel will travel on here going back to the fuel rail. And again, to determine whether or not you're having a misfire or fuel injector bad, then you have to open up this thing here, and then to determine the bad things, is by the fuel pressure that is coming out from the return pipe. If it is more pressure coming out, then fuel injector is bad. So this is, guys. So again, if you are having trouble with the dashboard, like if the dashboard keeps saying low fuel pressure, then this is the guy that you have to change. Fuel pressure regulator. Thank you. Bye bye.